Welcome back to the QB Huddle podcast. Tim Smith, joined by my podcast partner, Brandon Newey.
What up?
We're here to talk all things quarterback all season long. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Get involved, too. Leave some comments. Hey, Brandon, we had a great weekend of football, but before we get into it, we have some breaking news here this morning. It is October 6th, and Robert Sala has been fired in New York.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. This is going crazy.
It's hit the fan.
Listen, Mike Greenberg called for this last week from ESPN. He's a huge Jets fan. If you guys don't know who he is, he's on that show, Get Up.
Met him in the airport.
I've been listening to him since I was a kid.
Mike and Mike. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mike and Mike. He's a huge Jets fan. He said Robert Sala was the worst head coach. He said he wasn't good at all. He needed to be fired 2 weeks ago, and now he's gone. But, Brandon, what are your thoughts on this, man?
They've hit the panic button. I feel like you should have wrote it out. I mean, who's your replacement? The defensive coordinator, which they got a lot of respect for the defensive coordinator. But I think the damage has been done with Rodgers and Sala's relationship. I mean,
it hasn't looked good.
It hasn't looked good, but this is, I mean, we can't blame this all on Rodgers, right? This is prior to Rodgers, 3 years of taking that job. And, you had, Zach Wilson, you had Joe Flacco, you had, I don't even know the other guy's name.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because now you have Aaron
Mike
Rodgers.
Something. I mean,
Mike Lennon. Mike Lennon.
Not
who
bad.
Got signed for the bag with Chicago for some reason at one point in his career. That was insane.
But, man, it's unfortunate. I mean, he's a great defensive coordinator. I thought the defense was playing pretty well, but, again, comes down to morale. And right now the team's not feeling with him. They're not messing with him. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I think they can – it's a shit show right now. I mean,
it is.
Obviously.
And it's been that way. Rodgers has looked very unhappy. I look at it like this. Some guys are meant to be coordinators and position coaches. Some guys are meant to be head coaches. Robert Sala, to me, and the Jets begged for Aaron Rodgers to come on board to save his job. He got hurt last year. There was moments with Zach Wilson, but truly, the quarterback play, the offense, it was just all a mess last year. They get Rodgers back this year, and guess what? It looks the same. And my thing is, if quarterback play always looks bad with you as the head coach, and now you've gotten one of the best quarterbacks of our generation with one of the best arm talents in the history of the game, and the quarterback play looks the same, perhaps what's the common denominator, and maybe it is a fresh start for Rodgers and them and get Robert Sala out of there. It looks like a strained relationship to me. Maybe it's a Bill Belichick coming in. Have we thought about that? Bill Belichick. Is he going to come back to the Jets and save
the glass
the day?
breaks and in come Belichick? Now, let's back up a little bit because you said one of the best quarterbacks of your generation. I think it was my generation. I think your generation was like in the 80s.
Our generation, because I'm still living. I'm still here. Come on, man. Don't age me out like that, brother. Don't age me out like that.
You're in the Troy Aikman, Steve Young era.
Oh, my God.
This was my generation.
Okay. I said our, but you're trying to make me old because I am just a tad older than you. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
A tad?
Just a tad. We'll leave it at
Tim,
that.
What were you doing in 1987?
Oh, well, I was in high school in 1987. That's what
I was born.
Oh, God. Okay, we're moving on. Robert Sala fired in New York. Final thoughts, good thing or bad thing, and do the Jets recover from this?
Absolutely terrible. The Jets are going to jet all the time.
Oh,
Never
my
fails.
goodness. Okay.
It's blown up.
I think this is going to be one of those stories where we look back and go, that was a good thing for the Jets. I think it's going to propel them to win some games. I don't think it's going to propel them to win this weekend, but I think we're going to see a different Jets team. And maybe Darth Vader himself, Bill Belichick, comes back to the NFL.